All right, guys. So we have today a very interesting series. We have 6 mid to mid-plat, low diamond ranged console players against 6 mid-plat, diamond ranged PC players. So I know the console versus PC debate has gone on for a long time, and from the results that I've seen, the console players, I maybe in lower SRs it's different, but the GM console players generally transition well into PC. There is a slight learning curve there, and obviously because the hardware on PC is better, but as time goes on, you know, it's been pretty safe to say that, you know, some of the best Overwatch League players even have come, Gator, for example, Kalush, a lot of great players come from consoles. So, you know, I'm curious how this is going to pan out. It's been a long time, but we've never seen how the lower ranks transition. So we're trying to find your average Overwatch player and see what's better, console or PC. I will say I probably do think PC's better on rip, but once people adjust, you know, it gets pretty interesting. So we're going to start it off with a good old Lijiang Tower, and I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick before we get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Team PC versus Team Console, right? We've got Team Console on the right and Team PC on the left. Now, we do have Kenzie on tank, who is a Mercy player, but she's really good at Mercy, so I don't know why they would. Oh, she's plat on tank. We're good. Okay. So here we go. The console versus PC war. As it looks pretty interesting. The Doomfist is coming. The break is going to kind of feed going forward here. So they're going to have to kite back. You see a good angle stuff coming out from TPC. The drone, not really in the great positioning at all from the BAP as the ball's going to roll in. They're giving up all the room in here as the rock's going to come out. They had all the room and they just gave it up for no reason. I think it was because the drone was pretty bad from Predator. As the point is going to unlock, they're going to rotate the point. The Ryan has no shield, so he's probably going to die here. This is not what you want to see from a Reinhardt. It's not really his fault. They just gave up all the space in the game as the BAP is going to get killed for free. Horrible teamwork from Team PC. Although the Brig is going to go down, the Doomfist is in. They're going to be even in the fight here. Who's going to win as the Genji is going to go onto the Cassidy. Closing this fight out. D.Va is alive on the point with the Sigma. The Zen is still alive. The Zen's going to have to win this duel against the Console Genji as the Console Genji cannot aim. No aim assist here as the support ults are ready as Dank Dixie, or Dixel, going to carry this fight. That was down to the wire. I mean, here's the thing about Overwatch that makes it so interesting, right? Whether you're on console or PC, a lot of players in the same ranks tend to make the same mistakes as the Zen's going to hit a nice 5-orb onto the back line. Again, the console movement generally is slower, like the movement speed of characters is slower than on PC. So a lot of players that make the transition to play against PC players are going to have to adjust to the fact that the movement's going to be very different. As the drone comes out, he's going to walk out of the immortality field. Oh my goodness gracious. He's looking for 5 orbs on the corner. Can't quite get anything as the tire is going to get popped here. He's going to trank early, which is smart, as the shatter comes out, and they get ripped in half by the shatter and the trank. But yeah, no, so very, very interesting here coming out here as they do have the they do have window ready, Doomfist ult ready, as well as bomb. Can't even talk. Jesus Christ, that's gonna go on like a Samito out of context thing right there. All right, so let's check out the console Genji here. What can he make happen? He's coming up on the Dragon Blade here, and they do not have the Trank as he's gonna dash into the mines, pull out the blade. Console Genji, is that a pro Genji? Gonna get one. Looks for the second, gets the second on the BAP. Looking for the third to clean up the fight, and they are going to get a nice blade coming out from the console. Genji shutting down the PC player. The D.Va is going to bomb. See what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if you're on PC or console. That's just a dog shit bomb. Like, that's just stupid, right? It doesn't matter what's in your hands, whether it's a mouse or keyboard or a controller. If your brain is still the size of a pea, you're going to make the same mistakes, right? So come on, Glossy. I'm expecting more from you. He goes, misclick. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was, buddy. I'm sure it was. The Flux is going to come out. A great initiation from Team Console. He's going to get stunned out of it, though, as the Genji's going to use both cooldowns on the way in and feed. Nice stun coming out from Genji on the Team PC team. His name is Genji, but he's actually on Cassidy. He's going to be cleaning up this fight very, very well. And the one thing I'll say, the hit scan play on PC is probably going to be much better than it is on console, just generally speaking. There are very few controller players that can match PC aim. Now, at this level, it might not matter because, again, Overwatch is a game about decision-making, right? Like, decision-making is the most important thing of Overwatch. It's not mechanics. It's the decisions you make and how you set yourself up to win. As the tire is going to get ripped here from this J-Sill. He's coming in with the tire. The console J-Sill Fred looking for it, looking for it, looking for it. Going to get both supports. The Doomfist is going to try to turn it. He's going to get one. He's going to get two. He's going to turn this fight. 3 kills for the Doomfist. This guy's been grinding Doom for many, many hours. We saw it on his profile, right? He's been in Platinum on Doomfist for 200 games. As he's going to turn that fight, and Team PC is going to take map 1, right? 100 to 30, right? 100 to 30. Not bad. I think the big thing for Team Console, I think right there, their comp was they're playing Ball Sig on that map, which is just generally not great, right? But now we've got Kenzie on the Reinhardt here, right? We've got Kenzie on the Reinhardt. They are on Bat Moira. Okay. This is where it's going to get interesting here. Honestly, the Doomfist play was very, very solid there. The ult was great. He turned the fight where both supports were down. That was down to the wires. You're going to see them go to Rein, D.Va, Sim, Brig, Bap, Genji. Hanzo instead of Genji. And we see both teams mirror Symmetra. Right now, I'm curious how the Symmetra is going to pan out with the tracking, right? We're going to head over to Fred here. I want to see the console tracking on Symmetra. As their pathing, see how the pathing of the console players isn't as good? They're not used to the movement speed being increased, right? They're not used to the increased movement speed, as he's instantly going to die. Like, that's the big thing that it takes time to adjust. It's not that these players aren't capable of it. It's that on console, it was literally different. Like, the movement speed on console is generally slower. So people need time to adapt to the newer movement speed. As a console Hanzo, gonna get a nice heady onto the D.Va. They might be able to turn this if he gets another one. They need to be shooting the TP, though, so they can't get back faster, right? It's just kind of a lack of knowledge there, as the Bat Breaker are gonna be trying to make a play here. We'll see as the D.Va is back, right, already, because of the TP. They haven't broken the TP as the BAP is going to be looking to get on the off-block angle. As the Genji is going to kill the Brig. That's something you don't see every day, right? As the Hanzo is going to be out of position, not rotating back on his team. And again, you're going to see, this is what I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see a lot of the console players just out of position. As the Shatter comes out, right? The key thing is, are they going to be able to adjust in a short time period of the map, right? They need to be stacking up better. They need to be doing these things. And I also know the state of competitive in consoles is somehow worse than it is on PC. Mostly because you can make infinite smurfs, which just should not be a thing. That's an Xbox exploit. That's not a Blizzard one. As he's going to wall here, which is just a terrible play all around. Just a wasted ult entirely. Going to give their Sim free charge. They get nothing from the wall. Just generally, this is why this kid's a Doomfist OTP, right? His game sense is not great. He's going to set up a TP into their backline at their spawn. The Dragon and Window gets stacked, which is not good. You only want to use one of those at a time to take space. And they have a TP to the point, and they're just not taking it. As the 6-man slam comes out from Kenzie on the Reinhardt. She is not a Mercy OTP, as the rally is going to get popped next to try to clean up this fight. Brig is going to go down to one. Wait, they lose? They lose? Oh, nice TP from the Brig. Wait a minute. They lose. How the fuck did they lose that, dude? They did get the flip on the point, right? They did get the flip on the point, but I'm not gonna lie, there's no way they should lose that. There's absolutely no way that they should lose that. That's incredible. That is pretty incredible, as they're gonna be trying to walk up here and make a play. As the Torb is going for a hammer kill, the Brig is gonna be getting a lot of value here, right? Well, unfortunately, she loses her Inspire. She's building the rally pretty quickly, though, as the BAP's going to struggle to heal. She needs to get her Inspire up really bad right now. But the team's stacked. They do have the Baptiste. You have Bomb. You have Shatter coming up here for the Reinhardt. He's about to get a big Shatter. Oh, no, this is about to be ugly. The Brig could have blocked the Bomb, and she just didn't, unfortunately. As she is going to try to get these flails off onto them. Nice pack usage onto the Tracer. For now, good cooldown management. Is she going to boop the Rein back and kite out? But that's going to do it for map 1. That is going to do it for map 1. I mean, it was kind of close. Right? I mean, a couple mistakes. Really, you just see the console team just splitting a lot. Team console pick map. 2 CP map. All right, so it's going to be this Doom. This was a very solid Doom play here. He dodges the tire, confirms a kill into the junk. Dodges the oh, nice play all around. Now, I gotta say that those are not the cooldowns I would use in that situation. Like, I would save my uppercut most likely, but it wasn't terrible. Right? It wasn't terrible. So, they want to take this one to Anubis. Right? I say we let them. Right? 1-0 to Team PC. Now, I will say, I do expect Team Console to be able to take a map. I do expect Team Console to be able to take a map. I do. We've got Team Console on the offense. As we see, oh my goodness, they come out on double shield. Oh my. See, the thing is, though, if they come out in double shield, I actually kind of like this for Team Console. I kind of like it, because if they play, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting, because they don't have a Brig, chat. They don't have a Brig. So if they play dive with Echo, Mercy, Genji, could be big. It could be big, as they do go Rhine Hog. I think Spider-Man needs to go Sigma. They don't want to play... Yeah, there we go. Okay, as he does make the swap over to Sigma. Now, this is an interesting comp. I would personally play dive with this, because there's no point in playing the poke against the double shield, but... Oh, my goodness. The Widow is going to get a nice shot onto the Echo. I don't think this Echo is used to, you know, having Widows. Again, the hit scan players hit these shots, and that's the big difference between the console and the PC play, right? You know, you're not going to be used to a lot of these players who actually are, you know, able to hit these shots, as you know, they're not even walking through the choke really, as this is what I said, the pathing is going to be really bad, as they're struggling to make it in, as the Widow is going to go down low. The Genji's going to have to flank this Widow and get around the side, as oh my goodness, he almost gets another heady. Echo, you cannot peek that. Oh my goodness gracious, he's going to die there. Yeah, see, it's the pathing that's going to be the real thing. They're not used to getting punished by players who have the ability. Oh my goodness of the PC diamonds, right? Because when you get to diamond on PC, you tend to see a lot of players who just are overall better. That's where the tempo of the game changes, right? And, you know, it takes time to adjust. I'm curious how, like, lower SRs would go, as their setup here is really, really good. As we do see them swap to the double sniper. So we're going to have sniper duels, controller without aim assist versus PC. I'm a little concerned for him here. I'm not sure they're going to be able to actually, like, win these duels, as, you know, the Widow is going to get railed by the Doomfist immediately. And he's going to make it out, too, which is just not great. Right? It's not great. So... we'll see, as the Sig's going to try to cross. They have not had a single setup yet, as the Doomfist is going to set up. The walls are going to get popped. See how they're not rotating together, chat? Kenzie swaps to the Brig for the Doomfist, which I honestly don't know if that is the pick, as the Hanzo's going to try to cross. They're not even shielding each other in. This is what I mean. See this? This is lack of discipline. This is all that is. They need to walk in, and their Sig has to shield them across, but they haven't done it once. So the Widow is just going to be able to free shoot at the choke, and they're not used to seeing that on console, in my opinion. I don't think people are used to that tempo or speed, right? As the Bongo is going to get popped with the Flux, the Brig is going to die. This is a massacre. This is an absolute massacre, guys. Absolute massacre. As the Genji pick is going to come back out. He's going to dash in 1v6. The Orisa is dead, so this is their chance. If they can set up properly, they're going to have window main. They can window main. We do see a Reinhardt swap come out. I actually kind of like that, right? It's going to help them cross. They weren't getting any value on Hog, so we'll see. Both teams have window ready. Elite is coming up on his Dragon, and, you know, they do have both support ults, and they have Nano Doom on this. This is going to get, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. This is brutal. This is brutal. I want to check this guy's limbs per 10, though, too. Just to make sure. Just to make sure nothing fishy's going on. I think we're good. As the window is going to get popped. The Genji is going to die. Doom Pistol gets popped. Oh, this is brutal. This is just brutal. Honestly, it more so is their comp and the console players not knowing how to answer it. Right? It really is, like... this is more of a brain setup here, right? The best thing to play into that would be full dive, because they don't have a Brig, right? Can we have aim assist?
No one can hide.
I don't think I can turn it on. I don't think, like, I literally don't think it can be turned on, right? So it's really the lack of aim assist here is kind of just showing the difference. But to be honest, it's not really the aim assist. It's their setups. Like, why are you peeking this Widow? Like, you guys need to walk in as a team. This is what I'm saying. See, like, this is just a lack of pathing. It's not a lack of aim. It's pathing that's getting you guys killed right now against Widow Doomfist. As a Doom is going to be in 1v6. He should die. He's going to be able to get out as the Flux gets popped. Jerome gets popped. Bap goes down. Fred goes in. Is this it? Flux gets popped. They can try to turn this fight. The Rhine is going to die. The Genji is on the Widowmaker. He needs to get this duel. He needs to win this duel. He needs to. Oh my god, and they turn it. It's a lack of pathing. Wow. It's just they're losing the duels right now, really. The hero swaps hurt them. They lost the duels. They couldn't path properly, right? It's wild. I also am a little suspect here. I won't lie. I mean, he was uncontested. He was uncontested. I won't pretend. You're telling me your whole career, you never play Widow. Ever. You never play her. Every time you do, granted it's a small sample size. Yeah, dude, get the fuck out of here. You're a piece of shit. So, we're going to replay this map. I don't think... They didn't lose map 1 because of that Widow. They lost map 1 because... whatever. But I will say this map, when the rotations and they can't make them and the Widow's set up, it's not fair. So, we're gonna move it. We're going to redo map 2 here because I think map 1 was honestly fine. And we're going to put Lighthouse in. Restart match. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It's very hard to filter these Smurfs out. Sometimes you gotta wait and see for the match, but don't worry. Don't worry. That kid has some horrible karma coming his way. Doom's a lot better than Widow. I'm watching the Doom too. The difference is the Doom looks like he's actually plat. Like if you look at his Doom stats, he played 37 hours and he got to 3K and fell right back down. So and these limb stats are good, but like this is not crazy, right? Like this is like 22 is not insane. The win rate's good, but he was 2,500, right? So that would about add up. All right, we're redoing the map here. I might end up cropping it because the Widow looked like he was smurfing, so he got banned. So it's still 1-0. We're just resetting this map because they did lose map 1 due to their own kind of misplaying, right? So we're going to take a look at the Doomfist here, who is set up in a good spot. Now, they struggled with the rotations last time, so they have a second chance. Are they actually going to be able to make use of it, right? Because they got a chance to learn here. They got a chance to learn about what to do, as they do have a Symmetra. Oh, he could have killed that Lucio there. He is going to go in here. They should die. Their Sim should just be charging up beam. It's Kenzie on the Sim. Let's see what Kenzie can do here. Kenzie has been impressive, but she needs to be charging up her left click, right? You don't want to right click ever as Sim. Sim is all about charging up your left clicks, right? You need to build up your beam. And if you're not building up your beam, you're never going to win. So she's kind of completely playing Sim wrong here. And again, like I expect to see a lot of the same problems that those of you who are live on the stream right now saw last round, right? Where like their main issue is that they couldn't rotate. Like obviously it became obvious that the Widow was, you know, probably not his actual rank, but the only reason he's able to punish like that is because they don't know how to rotate. So the core problem has not changed, right? The core problem has not changed, right? They keep dying on the rotation. Now, Kenzie is trying to get them across with the Symmetra, which is smart, but you just got to TP in. You just got to go for it. You don't want to walk it. You just got to go for it because you're not getting shielded. This is silly. It's the same thing. Like, you guys have had the whole round to learn, and they haven't adapted and learned at all. So they're getting dumpstered for it. Right? And it's not even that this Doom is that good. It's that they are literally just trolling. Like, it is completely their fault. They won't TP through the chokes. They're sitting there for too long. They don't have the resources to sustain because they have a ball on their team. So, really, it's just completely their fault. This is just where Doomfist gets value, and they're not TPing in, they're not making rotations, and they're just giving the ult economy. So they had an opportunity to learn. Right? They had an opportunity to learn, and they have not done so. As he's going to punch the Sig. This is just good Doom play, right? We don't think that this is a Smurf. His stats don't indicate it, and he is missing a lot of cooldowns. He just knows yeah, he is plat. He just knows where to engage. He just knows where to engage, and that's it. That is all game knowledge, right? And when you're struggling with game knowledge, I kind of told you guys, it's the most important part of Overwatch. So their setups are what's kind of doing it for him here. As the mines are going to get popped, as well as the rally here. Fred is going to die. He's going to have to kite out. The Nano is out as well. Who's still alive? Spider-Man alive? No, he is dead. As the Lucio Luke is still alive. He needs to just live right now, but unfortunately keeps trying to take duel. See, they need to be kiting out there. Like, they're very close to winning these fights, but they fall apart and split at the end. And you can't do that if you want to beat this comp. You got to stay focused. You got to get on the right targets. You got to be able to come through with that, as they do have the beat drop ready here. Now, if they're going to win, it's going to be this fight. But do you see how, like, the double shield comp has all their ults and they're just now getting them? It's because they're not stacking up and building them properly. Right? As the Lucio is going to try to see what... This is not... That's a dumb peek. He just ego peeked the Widow for no reason, as they are going to swap to Lucio Zen. Very interesting. They do have the beat ready. As they pop the window in the flux early, you don't even need to beat this. You can just survive here, as he's going to land up top. Interesting. Okay, I like the aggressiveness. I do like the aggressiveness. You got to keep snowballing ults, though. Yes, nice. There's the wall. This is where they can win right now. If they force the point here, Team Console might be able to break this. The Doom's gonna get out. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. You gotta help your Zen. You gotta help your Zen. You gotta help your Zen. Oh my god, the amp comes out. You gotta kill the Doom. He's got no cooldowns. You gotta kill him now. This is it. You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him. Oh my god, as they just... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, as everything was done right. It just looks like the lack of aim assist is just really, really showing everybody here that, you know, it's... Oh no. No way, right? There's no way they win this. Yeah, this one's over. They did get a tick. They did get a tick. It is winnable. It is winnable. Now, again, as I said before, you know, their mistakes are their mistakes, right? And even if there's a Widow Smurf on the other team, your mistakes are still going to end up shining regardless, right? Obviously, mechanically, towards the end there, they kind of did fall apart, but, you know, that beat would have been nice to save maybe, or whatever. They just got to set up their stuff on the point. So that kind of was a mechanical issue at the end. You just have to be able to kill that Doomfist. They had the opportunity to do so. They just were not actually able to, you know, collapse on him. That's where you might want a Brigitte or something, you know, to actually just, you know, stun him. But the double shield comp also was incredibly nasty from Team PC. If you don't know how to break double shield, it's just the problem with double shield is at its skill floor, it's so good at shutting people down, right? You have to be really, really good all around, very solid as a core in order to stop that from happening. And again, PC players are more used to that really fast-paced tempo due to the movement speed on PC being faster, and generally the actions per minute at this rank on PC are higher. Like as PC, you are probably doing 50 actions a minute, right? Well, on console, it's probably closer to 35. And that is a very big difference maker, right? In terms of how you can adapt in the mid-fight, what kind of tempo you're used to. And that really is the big difference between PC and console. It's not that the console players aren't capable of that. It's that, you know, the game is just slower. It just is what it is, right? So, here we go. Echo Doomfist Dive coming out for Team PC, and we see Junkrat, Brig, Mei. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They are not prepared for this one. Their backline's ready, but their DPS line, not going to be great. Honestly, they have a Doom one trick. You should just play Torb the whole time. That's probably like I would be on Torb the whole time. I see now they're making the same rotation, but they're starting to punish this Doomfist. We see the Doomfist is half health already, right? But they need to stop them from actually coming in here. If they just let them go in, why are you guys here? They were trying to play the wall against Die, but there is no wall to be had, right? As the Zarya is going to be trying to beam, the Doomfist is setting up. He is going to die. The Doomfist is going to get a kill here. There's no way. It's the Echo's just sitting in the team, right? The drone needs to get popped in. Now here we go. The ammo comes out. Now they collapse on the Doom with the break. This is good. Now the Ryan needs to live. You got to save your Reinhardt. And that's what I was expecting. Oh, Zarya. Oh, Zarya. Oh, Kenzie. Oh, Kenzie. Greedy Kenzie. Kenzie gets greedy as a nade comes out. They got to live. And now that kind of collapse is what we needed from them. The defense here, especially on this map in Diamond, it is much easier to defend than it is to attack, right? Because you have to know what space to take. And in Plat Diamond, people don't know what space to take. But on the defense, if they don't know what space to take, they have to make the first move correctly, right? So it's much easier to punish the dive than it is to take the space. So they do have a real chance here, but they do let the Echo in, unfortunately. That's going to be real bad. You guys got to find a way to clear her as the break is there. The window gets popped. I like this aggressive window from Luke, but it's going to be more than that because you can't let their whole team set up as the break is going to die to the Echo. Oh, this is it, folks. This is it. As the drone gets popped, they just give them all the room in the world. They don't contest any of the choke points, lose both their healers. Duplicate comes out. Shatter does get the Winston. If that's a kill, they might be able to do something. As the Blizzard gets popped too. Wait a minute, folks. Wait a minute. Oh no, the Nano Doom comes out. This is the end. This is the end, surely, right? The Ana is going to die. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is it, folks. This is it. Oh my God, Junk is going to get bullet. That's going to do it. As Team PC is going to go up 2-0. All right, Team Console, pick hybrid map. And you started to see some signs of life. You know, 2CP is very tricky in that regard. You did start to see signs of life from Team Console as they were able to answer the Doomfist, right? He's kind of just pub stomping them right now. They go King's Row. Doom ult's going to get ripped here. Nice usage. And see, they don't do anything to it. Like, they're not actually using the cooldowns they need to, right? So we're going to go King's Row. They want to go King's Row. They want to go King's Row. I saw King's Row first. So we will take this to the good old-fashioned King's Row. And we'll see, guys. I mean, look, the PC team, this is kind of what I expected, to be honest with you. Like especially without the aim assist on console, on cross-platform, it's going to take the console players a lot of time to actually, like, make up that advantage, right? Especially when you're used to having aim assist. Now, the tempo, though, it really is, and this is what I want you guys to understand. Did you see how slow they were on rotations? It is first to 3, yes. So it is match point here. No, it's not that PC has the advantage. It's that PC is just harder. It is. Here's the reality of Overwatch. The game is balanced, and the game flow is harder on PC than it is on console. That is just the truth, the cold, hard truth. That does not mean that console players are not capable of competing, right? They just need, like, when you have easier practice in sports or competition, regardless of what it is, when your practices are easier, you're not going to be able to play up to a level of your potential. If you want to get better, you need harder practice, right? And this is true for Overwatch especially, but you can tell by the teams you scrim, right? The teams who had better scrim practices generally played better because they were at a higher level of play, right? So if you give the console players time to adapt, they will, but that level of play simply is not on console yet. And you're seeing that mostly in the speed and the rotations. Now let's see if they can amp it up here and turn this around and maybe reverse sweep here as we see both teams matching rush. You know, I will say Sim Rush is better as wannabes. This guy, Awaba, whatever his name is, I don't know, is instantly going to go down. And honestly, Team PC just has the better comp. They have the BAP Sim Diva, and the other team has Lucio Moira, Zarya, right? Which can work. Honestly, I'd play the Winston into that instead of Reinhardt, and play 6-man rush double bubble, right? Because your shield's gonna lose to the Sim every time. They need to punish this Sim on the front line, but we'll see if they're actually capable of doing it. As the soldier needs to take an off angle too on the high ground. Now they see how the Sim already has wall and they have window. They stack both of them, which is not great. They're gonna win this fight, but they don't want to stack those ults, right? You don't want to actually stack those ults up because if you do, it's just overcommitting. You don't need both of them. As the Sim, is she going to go down? She is not. Okay, she is not going to go down, but they do have the coalescence ready. Right now, honestly, this is more of a comp issue. There's no way Fluid gets this shadow, right? Yeah, there's no way. As the visor gets popped in the backline, this is exactly what we need to see. Great visor, pulls them off the choke, jumps off. You gotta pop your biofield though, bro. You gotta pop your biofield. That's a little late on the biofield. You're probably gonna die for it. It's the big shatter! They gotta clean it up. They gotta clean up. It's not one yet, as 2 of them are gonna go down. Reaper going for the cleanup on the point, gonna die. This is still losable. This is still losable. Surely they don't lose this, as he's not even gonna get the oh my god, they're gonna throw. Oh my god, they can't. Oh my god. That's what I mean, dude. Like, I'm telling you, like, they'll do 1 or 2 things right, and on console, that fight's probably won. But when you come to PC, knock me down and I'll keep it's not one yet. Because at PC, they're used to the tempo and have the actual mechanics to turn fights, right? The lack of focus fire, the setup was right. Like, Elite made the right play to force the beat and the diva back, but they weren't mechanically good enough to close out the fight, right? As the Blossom comes out, gonna get air. He's gonna get absolutely nothing, right? As the Diva's gonna eat the whole thing, but he's gonna actually get the mech. I lied. As the Sim is just sitting behind. See, they're not looking for it. As Floob, oh man, this is just painful. It's not even close, folks. They're just not at this level yet. It's not tempo, it's mechanics. Last map it was tempo. This is now it's mechanics. Now it's also it's comp. Right? Like they're one team has Sim and the other doesn't in Rush, and Sim is just broken, right? So it really is a comp issue here too, where the console players who don't have the aim should be playing a hero like Sim, right? They should be. As the grab is gonna come out, as the shatter comes out in the spawn, this is just a fucking massacre, boys. This is just an absolute massacre here, as Team Console is being held at their spawn. I mean, it's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything here. It's the Sim pick, and I really want to emphasize the Sim pick here, guys. Symmetra is so fucking broken in Rush like this, and see how they're just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, and the tire is almost ready. Shatter gets popped, the drone usage is there, it is good, but the Nano is gonna come out onto the Rhine, as he is finally gonna kill the Sim, but they have spawn advantage, right? You don't have Rush anymore. They're gonna be able to speed back onto the point. So what ults can you use here to actually turn this fight? As he does have the tire, we need a big tire. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, he just won't tire. He just won't tire. He just won't tire, you gotta use it. It's too late. You let them use all of their ults. Right? Like, what are we waiting for here, folks? Again, it's tempo right now. Like, the console players are not used to the active tempo, and if you do this now, it's too late. It doesn't matter. It's the tempo. It really, I can't give them aim assist. I don't think I can. I literally don't think it's enabled. I don't think I can do it. I literally don't think I can turn it on. It might not even be off. I think it's off, but it might not be. I'm not sure. Regardless, it's more so the ult usage. Like, it's the Sim pick, the ult usage, and there's only like 1 or 2 fights where mechanics are the big difference maker. A lot of it is ult usage and tempo, honestly. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not all mechanics. It's not. I mean, mechanics to close out the fight, yes, but I don't think any amount of aim assist changes what happens. Changes the outcome of this match. I won't lie. See, here's the thing. You guys see the aim assists like as in not being able to clean up fights, but it doesn't matter because the aim assist only was the difference maker potentially. Where I'll engage the argument in 2 of those fights, for only 1 minute of 4, was the aim assist the difference maker. So in the long term of the match, the outcome does not change, right? The outcome does not change. It's mostly tempo, again, because like even movement speed on console is lower than it is on PC. So they just have to be able to adjust to the new movement and the fast movement. I think you give them time, they will. As the Hog is going to frontline here. They switch to a poke comp, Sig Hog. The Hog is not taking the proper angle. They're all stacked. They're playing a poke comp. No one's playing high ground. No one's playing high ground, and it's going to get them all killed. At the far end, look at this angle. They're not contesting this at all. Right? And on PC, like because of the faster tempo, you learn how to take these angles. As they are going to get the hold here as the Rhine does feed, but they need to be setting their damage up high ground. They can't all be stacking main, especially against Rush. Right? As they do swap to the Mercy. Oh my god, that's so troll. They could have stayed Rush and just won this game. But it's all good as they are stuck at the choke. They are poking them out. Now, there's a chance here, folks. There is a chance here. It's unlikely, but there is a chance. As you see the Hanzo take a wide angle. This is a dangerous angle here to take on the far ice. He's going to get absolutely stomped. The Mercy's going to try to come back. Oh, the E-girl jump. No way she gets out. Oh, what an eat. It's Kenzie. What an eat from Kenzie as Fred is going to kill the back. Oh my god, Jay Steele's on the flank. Fled is on the flank. You got tire. Fucking rip it, dog. You need to win. There's the tire. There we go. There's that proactivity that we need. Who are you going to get with it? Nice. There we go. We're seeing signs of life, finally. Right? See, if Fred had done that in the previous fight, they would have capped first. That's the kind of ult tempo that you need to see. And as the match goes on, they're slowly starting to speed up more and more. And this is the adjustment that I was talking about, right? All they need to do is adjust to the tempo that PC play has, be ulting off cooldown, be getting proactive, be getting aggressive, because the ult usage makes up for the lack of mechanics or the right decisions a lot of times in these fights. So we'll see here. They have Dragon ready and they have Flux ready. He is going to get hooked and go down. 2 of them go down. They got to Flux immediately. Got to Flux to turn this fight. You can't wait. You're down 2 players. You got to do something desperate to turn it as he dodges the hook. Fluxes the Ana. Come on, Kenzie, I believe. As Kenzie is going to get the kill on Ana and the res. This fight is now even, guys. As the Hog is 1 HP main. What else do you have? How can you win this fight? We'll see as the grass does get popped. Nice look from Kenzie there. What can you do to turn this fight? They almost have the Valk. They have to survive, but the Mercy does end up dying. As far as the Junkrat does get 1 kill. I think it's too late, though. I think it's too late, as unfortunately they lose 2 people at the start of the fight. And that is going to do it. A 3-0 blowout for Team PC, right? A 3-0 blowout, right? I mean, I will say this. We did start to see signs of life from Team Console, right? Now we're gonna keep the same console team and we're gonna get gold players from PC. So I want gold console versus plat diamond PC. I think that's where it's gonna start to be even, chat. I will say the game does demand more from a console high plat, from a PC high plat low diamond player, as we kind of expected, right? So, but now I want to see how gold players fare.